You ready to start fighting for real?
Alright, y'all. Enough time has passed. I've flushed some of that sodium out of my system. That post-Ornsteinist sodium that I'm so prone to. We're back at Firelink Shrine. You may have noticed a particular gentleman is here. Just trying to hang out, be good friends. You know, I think he drops a stone, that speckled ring that increases all your resistances if he's murdered. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just kidding, you know, but what if? You know, JK. Yeah, because I'm the player character. Dumb shit. I was about to say, do you think dipshit over there did it? But I realized that the, oh, well, we got a miracle we can't use. But what can you do? I just realized the Crestfallen Warrior's gone. Because we talked to him after Frampt appeared. Speaking of Frampt. What an asshole. I don't feel like dealing with Frampt. I think we're going to place the bowl with Kaith, son. Kaith's going to invite us over for a bowl. Little joke for you. Half-Baked starring Dave Chappelle liking types. That's the second time I've referenced that movie in this series. So what are the odds? I don't believe we've picked up any additional Firekeeper souls, have we? No, of course not. We've got these. I mean, all we can really do is eat them. Soul Eater, they used to call me before some fucking anime came along and trademarked it. Bastards. Alright, what's the plan? We need to place the Lord Vessel. And then we need to kill the 4 Lords. Grave Lord Nito's down there below the catacombs in the Tome of Giants. The Lost Boys are down there in New Londo, guarded by ghosts. Plus, we need the Ring of Artorias to get to them, which means we have to go fight Sif, the big old wolf. It's his full name, son. It's how it's written on his birth certificate. We have to go up to the Duke's Archives and kill Sif the Scaleless, that blind son of a bitch. And then, oh good God, we have to go down to Lost Izalith to kill the Beta Chaos. I completely forgot. Why did I start another Dark Souls 1 run knowing that I had to deal with that shit? We're going to have a bow. Because I'm going to have to cheese that shit. I don't have the patience to do it the quote-unquote correct way. What happened to you at Firelink Shrine? Did you aggravate skeletons or were you fighting our boy over here? I wonder if... Because we're going to encounter him later down in Lost Izalith. And he can get killed by those gangly Lovecraft monsters that are shaped like a big cone. They look like the laser cheese that stares at you when you come into GameStop wearing a white t-shirt and it's been raining. He might drop his ring then. So if he does, I mean, that's a drop. I'm considering it a drop. I probably wouldn't ever use it, but it's just fun to have options. Did you, like, fuck this corpse to death? No, you fell off a cliff. Thank God, it's more tasteful. Then there's these assholes. At some point, I'm going to have to just murder all the NPCs. Lautrec's ghost is watching right now, and he's like, oh, I see, it's okay when you do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm the player character.
As promised, I'm afraid that you are unable the basic framework.
Unable to learn sorcery. I believe I start with 11 intelligence. Boys, it's tough these days to get even into Wizarding Community College. No, I don't care about magic, idiot. I'm the Deprived. I wasn't born with magical abilities. I had to earn that shit. I had to live underneath the stairs until I was 25. And then there's Laurentis. God bless his heart.
Oh yeah, I think I'll be pleased.
I don't find your magic's unsavory, but I can't accept your pyromancy flame, so I'm just going to have to tell a white lie to spare your feelings. I'm just going to have to hurt your feelings to spare your feelings. Frampt, I don't care for you. Okay, enough lollygagging around Firelink Shrine. What's the best order? People keep dying around me. I hear a crowd are dying to get into Firelink Shrine. And you even had a claymore. She just gave up at a certain point. She died of lack of interest. How the hell did you get up there? I'd like to get the Rite of Kindling. That will allow us to, you know, reinforce bonfires up to plus, to give us 20 Estus flasks. It's the pro gamer thing to do. So let's repair our equipment. Now, before we go traipsing and gallivanting into the graveyard, we need to take a trip to Andre, upgrade a couple of things real quick. So let's warp on over there to the Undead Parish, since we can warp now. Good for us, we earned it. The game didn't start with terrible level design and built-in warp, son. We had to earn that shit. It's like the airship in Final Fantasy 1. Okay, we've got lots of upgrade materials. A ton of green Titanite. So we need to buy 2 Titanite shards and then get to upgrade. You know, they'd be walking around so aggressively. We could probably take this fucking thing off our head and go back to being cool and mysterious. Son. That's right, Grandma. I do wear my hoodie up at the store. I don't care if they think I'm shoplifting. Okay, we need to purchase from you 2 of these. Your finest Titanite. Then we need to reinforce this large club up to plus 5. Oh yeah, I'd like to use the Gargoyle's Halberd too, just to have more options, son. Most of these just take regular Titanite of the weapons that we currently have, so that's good. Now we can modify that big old club, not to the plus 5. We want to make it a divine. And now, reinforce weapon. Should take 9 green shards, and we have in excess of 9 green shards. And there you go. We've got our skeleton killer. Now we can actually take it beyond plus 10 divine, but we need the large ember, and it's down in the Tome of Giants, surrounded by a group of motherfuckers. Just a big old gaggle of big old skeletons. I don't want to go into the Tomb of Giants until we pick up a certain other item. Son, I know you're on the edge of your seat. You just had to wait. Alright, let's put together our skeleton killer ensemble. I'm pretty sure I have the stats to wield this club, right? 26 strength. What's my strength? 27, hell yeah. Alright, we can still fast roll. How about a shield? Let's tell you what's fella got to do to get a shield around here. Still fast rolling, son. Now, which of these would we rather? This blocks 55 fire. Okay, that blocks more because going down into the catacombs, the skeletons all do physical attacks, but the damn necromancers that res them, or try to when they haven't been obliterated by a divine club, they do fire. Oh, it puts us in mid-roll there. Ah, the price you have to pay. I'd like the dragon shield would give us good fire resist, but it's laying next to a zombie dragon, which means we didn't technically kill him. It's unfortunate, but true. That'd be like if you were entered the Big Rock Blue Marlin fishing tournament that they have every year in Morehead City, North Carolina, and you were out there trying to catch a blue marlin and having the worst job. Michael Jordan come by on his boat just fucking flexing nuts, dabbing on you. But then, like, just by pure luck, a blue marlin launched itself out of the water. I don't know if they do that or not, but I mean, they got big pointy nose, you know, like swordfish noses. So it seems like the kind of thing you would do if you were that aerodynamic or hydrodynamic, and like landed in your boat. You'd be like, so my boat, I fucking caught it. I'd pull up the harbor master and be like, here, I ain't touching it. That thing's probably fucking cursed. It's the data sushi from the Siren series. I forgot what we were running our mouths about, so I guess we should continue on. Wait, we could level up endurance. Is that enough to push us up to Baldur Shield? +2. Oh, yeah. +2. I forgot I could upgrade armor in Dark Souls 1. Andre, it's your lucky day. I'm coming down here. I'm gonna be eating the souls. Remember Smo? He's like, oh, that big fat fella with the hammer that eats people. What an asshole. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm eating his soul right in front of you. Oh, he's delicious. Andre, you have no idea what you're missing out on. Okay. Remember the Iron Golem? He's like, oh, he's an impressive fighter. An impressive sentinel. I'm like, yeah, well, I just ate its soul. And it was. Okay. Remember that spider woman down there in the swamp? He's like, not particularly. I'm like, well, I ate her too. Just... it's going to be like that children's book, The Hungry Caterpillar, but it's The Hungry Deprived. It's just Rouge the Deprived here, eating the most boss souls. Okay. I want Titanite shards. I don't know if I need 51. I believe it takes... Does it take 6? Well, tell you what. Let's go ahead and get our shield up. So we need 7 for that. We'll just order them as we need them. It's a smart business decision. So we fought for right to upgrade and repair our own weapons, son. Okay. So reinforce you. Once again, all this really does is increase the stability, but I mean, it's a damn shield. You want it to be as fucking stable as possible. Okay, now let's buy... I don't know why I'm thinking 6. Maybe I'm thinking of Dark Souls 2. I hope not. Okay, we know our this shit right here is like our favorite items, so it gets all the upgrades. Yeah, it is 6, and then it starts taking large Titanite. So for every multiple of 6 of these we can get, wow, 6 times 6 is 36. I don't know if we necessarily need that many right this second, but let's just take it down, because we're going to need souls to actually do the upgrades. So let's just get 18 for now. Reinforce armor, make my hoodie strong. Cool. And I like boulder leggings, and I like boulder gloves. Alright. I eventually want to use that boulder armor. That's when we class change, son. That's when we finally make it to Bahamut and start letting slip about all the rat tail we've been getting lately, son. And he's like, boys, you ain't leaving this place till your class upgraded. Okay, I believe we may have run our mouths enough. Are there any consumables we want to buy? I want to be prepared when I go to the catacombs. I got Homeward Bones. I mean, we could get red moss clumps because I believe skeletons can bleed you. But honestly, I would just die. It's easier to just die. So, that's the true lesson. Alright, back to Firelink Shrine. Garcon. Okay. Anything we want to get out of our inventory for now? That bonus longsword. These things are cool. I don't know if we're going to go... Well, I do want to go into Dex because I plan on getting a certain bow that has, I believe, a S rank Dex scaling. Did this drop off of an enemy? I don't remember. Legitimately. Start putting these in my inventory. I'm getting strong enough. I'll eventually be able to fucking swing them. Hot damn, as they say. Okay. I think we're good on gear. I don't think I'm carrying any redundants. I've got 2 helmets. How embarrassing. I still never got the Hollow Warrior helmet. It's a little bit more different than the Warrior helmet. Alright, Skeletons. If that's your real name, they're like, it's not. It's not how it's pronounced. I'm like, then why does it have a G in it? If I weren't going to be killing skeletons, then why would I be equipping this divine club? Abra? And might I add, Cadabra. Oh my god, he killed him. And he was already a skeleton. It's a true slobber knocker out there today. I tell you what, I ain't seen skeleton killing like that since one of them Belmondo fellas came rolling through town. An insatiable lust for murdering skeletons consumed Rouge the Deprived. Son, she could not be satiated. Son, never done a non-genocide run of Undertale. Never will. Every time she tries, she gets to the papyrus fight. And the alarm starts playing from Kill Bill. And next thing you know, she wakes up and she's that's just standing there staring at Chara at the end of the game. And she's like, God damn, I gotta restart this fucking game. I gotta wipe my computer and reinstall Windows to get the ghost of Toby Fox out of this fucking computer so I'm allowed to start a fresh Undertale save after I fucked everything. Boom! I didn't even mean to kill the big skeleton. Oh, the Miyazaki's Edge only postponed your torment. Shit, Lord. The Zweihander resides right here. It's next to this big gravestone. I wonder if that large... There's probably a large skeleton over there. Binoculars are over there. I mean, technically I could grab them. They don't violate the challenge, but they violate my want to have them in my inventory, so there's no use for them. Boom. Lord have mercy, these poor fucking skeletons. Have they ever been bullied so badly? Just flash back to when I was running through here asshole naked, just trying to scrimp on by and pick up the soul items. Let's see. Your first mistake is to just be running around with a Zweihander. Skeletons don't really fear that. Don't you remember that classic song, Skellies Don't Fear the Zweihander? Okay, and then you must have jumped. No, you came back. Once again, why go into the cemetery with swords? Son, all the ghosts are just going to be laughing at you. Alright, even with our overpowered fuck off divine club, the skeletons can prove... Well, not the skeletons themselves, but the environment down here is quite inhospitable. For example, you might have got blown up. The first time I played this game and came down here and saw all this shit right here, and one of those heads screamed and exploded, I was like, no, that's quite alright. I believe I might take myself in a different direction. It's not you, it's me. Where I'm at in my life right now, I'm not really about floating, exploding, screaming heads and reanimating skeletons. Alright, I got some growing up to do, some soul searching. Take some time to look at myself in the mirror and be like, did you see them fucking heads blowing up and floating through the sky and they glowed in the dark? It was awful. Even Bloody Mary on the other side of the mirror dying for me to turn the light off so she can get me would nod in agreement that it was a bit excessive. Alright, so normally these skeletons would be constantly regenerating until we got down there to the necromancer that's controlling them and killed them. But because we're using a blessed weapon, that means they don't do that. And in case you don't know the gameplay reason, there's different types of physical damage in this game. There's like slashing, piercing, and blunt, LOL, or striking. And skeletons, because they're just bones, are resistant to being slashed and stabbed, but are quite weak to blunt, son. They ain't built up nary bit of tolerance. They were so straight-laced. They only smoke popcorn vape, son. They're going to get the popcorn lung. No, they can't. They got no lungs. Skeletons fucking thought of everything. Here, there's a necromancer boy down here needs his ass kicked. Oh, please don't shoot fireballs at me. Whatever am I going to do? You've completely bested me, you shitheel. Enjoy hell. Maybe he's like Deborah from Dragon Ball, and he got sent to heaven just to spite him, because he'd enjoy hell too much. It's been known now. This crowd had a bad time down here. Son, you were trying, and I believe in you, but you died. So my belief was wasted. I'm trying to build my confidence back up by watching other people fuck up. I assume all of these people were also recording YouTube playthroughs. You came on here with that shitty leather shield and thought you were going to do something? That's so terribly tragic. Okay. Normally I wouldn't rest at this bonfire, but because we can warp now, I don't mind. Because even if we homeward bone back to it and need to go somewhere else, we could just warp. Two hand in this club, fucking skeletons up. Ooh. It's a short song, but I believe it carries a lot of power in its meaning. Hey, everybody. Y'all having a good time down here? Not having your ass kicked? Because I got to do something about it. You tried, buddy. I appreciate it. They can drop scimitars and white and red round shields, which are fairly, you know, they don't have a particularly high resistance, but they look cool, I guess. I always get happy when I find one in a normal playthrough because it's just not a normal item you would be fucking around with. Also, you'll notice somebody's over there throwing fireballs at us. Bad enough he resurrects the skeletons, or at least he normally does. Where you going, buddy? I'm not even done kicking your ass. Oh dear. I killed your necro daddy. Who is your necromancer and what does he do? I'll hit you through the wall. Oh no, I can't. My one weakness, physical geometry, terrain. I want to do a jump attack through the wall. Pow! That's how we do it. He moved back. What happened to you? Did you try to get that necromancer? Looks like they're in trouble. There is a ring here we're going to get that, you know, normally I wouldn't be able to equip, but it's used to fight an optional boss, so... Hell yeah, falchion. I forgot they can drop down here too. We got both types of swords, scimitars and falchions. That'd be the Blues Brothers if they were like at the equipment shop. If the Blues Brothers got isekai'd, and you know their job class would be like rogue / bard. Bards are kind of rogues, aren't they? Well, anyway. The joke doesn't really work because I feel like rogues and bards would enjoy scimitars and falchions. Tell you what, in this alternate universe, let's see, Jake is a black belt in Taekwondo. So he's like a monk. He requires like nunchucks and shit. And Elwood, is that his name? The Lucerne is a shame weapon. Okay, good. We'll just say Elwood would be a dragoon because he's the coolest Blues Brother, which means he'd be the coolest job class. And so they need spears and nunchucks. And when they show up, they're like, yeah, we need some weapons. And the guy's like, well, I sell swords. They're like, what kind of swords do you sell? And then, you know, cue the little joke I made earlier. That was a, like, memento, out of order. Quentin Tarantino directed that joke. The director's cut of that joke is 6 hours long. I think we're having a good time down here in the catacombs killing skeletons. Feel bad for this person. But only slightly. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're real good. You got me. Well, ain't you just figured it all out? Jump attacks clip through the ceiling. Dumb shit. I fucking told him. You made it all the way to him. I bet you got killed. You stopped to sip. Somebody got him in the corner. He was there losing his religion. That wasn't the original title of that song. The original title was in the corner, having the religion sport fucked out of me in the corner. Didn't quite flow as well. Don't get a lot of radio play with a name like that. Bullying skeletons is always the correct thing to do. Oh Lord, it's Patches. Is he Patches the... No, I think he's Patches the Hyena in Demon Souls. So I don't know what his surname is in this one. Unbreakable Patches. Trustworthy Patches. That bald-headed asshole Patches. Hey, idiot. Get smoked. Tell you what, you can get smoked too. This is a skeleton smoking section. Okay, alright, you did the thing spike traps do. I'm gonna run past these boys. I'm gonna fuck that necromancer up. I'm gonna run past these boys. Ooh! I was singing a song and you did nothing to prevent me from completing the actions of the pros. And goblins. I can't do an R2 because there's too many of them. Yeah! The one downside to this big fuck off club in a cave, the Goblin Slayer, no. So that poor, like, fighter boy from the first episode of Goblin Slayer. He's like, son, GG, easy, these fucking goblins. I got this long-ass sword. And then it teamed against the ceiling, and that was it. He swang no more. I don't care. I'm glad you hit me. I earned that soul of a brown knight. I like the... I need to use the R2 of this club more down here when I've got, you know, horizontal space. It's a very satisfying swing that it does. Plus it one-shots these assholes. And they always are so arrogantly assuming that they can get to me before I get it out. How about you, buddy? You do the same technique? Oh, I ran in here with a katana sword and ran immediately to the corner. And surprise, surprise, sport fucked to death. You hate to see it happen, but at the same time, you love to see it happen to somebody else. Now, if we go all the way down here, we can fall down to the skeleton smith. He can do fire weapons. And I believe chaos weapons eventually. Hey, buddy. Are you having fun down here? Getting killed by me? What? You say you haven't been killed by me yet? Well, let me fucking fix that for you. What a trooper. The Great Scythe is up there, and spoilers, I don't think it's all that great. Sour grapes ass Great Scythe. I didn't want to equip it anyway. I've actually never really used it, even though I think it's considered one of the quote-unquote top-tier weapons. Do we want to just fall down there? He'll make us a hole where the wheel skeletons are, and we can just run to Pinwheel. I mean, there's not really a point to doing the rest of the catacombs. Oh, yeah, we want that seance ring I was talking about earlier, so I guess that gives us an ever so slight excuse to continue on our merry way. There's also the good times and the adventures that we could share. I guess that was the true treasure the whole time. Imagine my fucking chagrin. There's a bonus bonfire back here. Additional bonfire in rear. I believe we can see Patches out there too. Can we? Or is he perfectly obscured by this rock? Well, original Patches, who's over behind that rock, says, I won the yodeling contest. This is not a fire I would normally kindle because we'll probably never come back to it, but it'll give me 10 Estus flasks from here on out. So fuck it. I got humanity to burn, baby. Ow. Now here's the thing. There's no way to make Patches not fuck with that lever when we're trying to cross that bridge other than the fucking kill him. I'm going to phase through your body now, Patches. Don't be alarmed. Talk to me. No, I'm not a cleric. I'm deprived. I'm 1/15th cleric on my mother's side. I don't know what he dropped. He might drop his spear and shield. I'm not sure. He becomes a vendor later. He doesn't sell. I mean, he sells armor and weapons that we can't buy and use, but something always feels off about killing Patches. Now, does he toggle the thing to make this bridge the correct direction if we preemptively moved it? Doesn't look like it. Tell you what, I know a way to bypass Patches and all of his nonsense anyway, and that's to take a sequence breaking advanced technique shortcut. Patches, if you're going to stand here in front of this lever all day, you're just going to keep getting phased through. You're doing it to yourself. You know how many free radicals you pick up? See, if we try to run across it now, he's going to toggle it, and they put that little thing right there for you to jump to so you don't die. Patches hate it. These boys have been resurrected. But that's okay, because we're just going to run past most of them. Hey, guys. Actually, we need to go over here, don't we? Because we need to fall down here. Crystal lizards need to be killed. Ooh. Got one of them. Twinkling Titanite if we find any more unique weapons off of knights and such. Knights tend to have some fairly unique weapons. Oh, I forgot. Give you the extreme cheesecake camera angle on the ladder like a professional. So. And that just drops us back to where we started. So that wasn't the correct thing, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter because we actually can still get to the original shortcut I intended from this direction. The exploding heads can kill us because they can knock us off the ledge. So we do want to be ever so slightly trepidatious around them. But other than that, we're just going to go whoosh. Haha. Wait, that's not the correct shortcut, Ben. It was back towards the beginning. Fuck it, let's just let Patches try to kill us. Oh no, the bridge is turning. However will I survive? Patches is so fucking mad watching right now. He's like, who put that fucking ledge there? What fucking game decider put that fucking ledge there? Was it Miyazaki? If I ever meet him in an alley. Like, well, technically he like created you. And Patches is like, I'm a character in a Japanese role-playing game. I'm gonna fight my creator eventually. He's just gonna be the final boss. I've seen it before. I played Final Fantasy Legend. And before I can even open my mouth to be like, you know, that's actually the first Saga game, he's like, I know it's bloody Saga, idiot. Boys, I don't like talking about video games with Patches. What an asshole. Hey, skeleton boys, don't mind. You could drop a bow, so I will kill you. Okay. Alright, so now we just go whoosh. Boom. Pop your humanity for your trouble. Pow. And we can backtrack. Ignoring skeletons makes them more angry than anything else. Try to do it as often as possible. Alright, if we fall down here... Alright, we might want to turn around and fight all the skeletons we've been pissing off now. Now we got a whole fucking mess of them hung on us. It's like we're farming lower level enemies in an MMO. Son. We're over in the Western Plague Lands farming these skeletons for rune cloth. We've got to get exalted with Darnassus so we can get a cat mount. I would love to just kill all y'all if you weren't cheating and all attacking me at the same time. Haven't you ever watched any form of media? You're supposed to let the player character fight you one at a time. They're classless is what these skeletons are, son. Tacky. Well, that was a fun little diversion. I'm not going to de-hollow just yet. When we're wearing our Dark Mysterious outfit, I find that the beef jerky-esque nature of our hollow form leads a bit more credibility to it. Are you still standing up here, Veen, if you chuck a chill? Yeah? Okay, this one is Trusty Patches. Well, isn't that nice? He even gives you back a humanity in case you lost one from dying. Yeah, we're both two peas in a fucking pod, ain't we, buddy? Only one of us is going to beat the game. I'm just saying. He's like, oi, but I always come back. I'm like, I'm the player character. I technically always come back because I just keep playing the game. You didn't even understand the meta narrative of Undertale, did you? We know my character didn't because, as stated earlier, she's never got the true, like, peaceful ending. I don't know if that's considered the true ending or not. Maybe Deltarune will tell us. Oh boy. Alright, this is a much more responsible manner to approach this area. So I like that I showed you all a derivative. I hear heads exploding. Alright, I actually don't want to kill these archers yet because I want all of my humanity to increase my drop rate because I want one of their bows to drop. I mean, I technically can go get a certain bow that I talked about earlier, and I plan on doing that. But for the time being, you've got a real fucking good at pissing me off, by the way. Just experts at it. Oh Lord, everything's timed perfect just to piss me off. Miyazaki knew what he was fucking doing, boys. Drink, drink, yeah. My God, is it gonna fucking happen again? I wish you crowd would fucking calm down for half a second. The problem is their attacks are all staggered just right that I can't just hit them a single time. It's almost like a large weapon has an innate disability like that. Who'd have thought? Who could imagine that an underground base would possess such a weakness? Get up! Okay, finally! Just killing one of those things has given me so much more credence to obliterate the rest of them. Okay, then there was just the big one. Yeah, you're a real fucking scary voice. Now you don't have Ray Ray and JJ, his not often mentioned cousin, the second player character. You'd think it would be Tyrell, but spoilers, Tyrell's the final boss of Super Ray Ray Cousins. That's the game's name. Alright, good. We got our seance ring. And crafted some rich Tenfey lore in the interim. The Tenfey story inside. The whole playthrough has been a rich gold mine for them. They're like, our fundamental understanding of Tenfey changed the day that Dark Souls Remastered Deprived Episode 1 launched. Once again, these, for being a bunch of undead fuckers in a catacomb, you crowd are synced up real good to piss me off. It just goes to show how resilient I am, that even with their entire fucking alliance attacking me, it's still not enough to stop me. Okay, I've got my item fine. My item discovery. I got my topaz gear on, so I can farm Mephisto. What do we want? The Wind Fury? Was that the highest level bow in WoW? It sounds about right. The gratuitous ladder camera angles not quite hitting as effective when you're a beef jerky skeleton. Or maybe it does. Who am I to judge? Extra sips. I thought there was an archer up here too. I must have dreamed it. Alright. I believe our fun and laughs quotient has been met. So let's homeward bound back to that bonfire that I claimed we would never visit again. So, such humbling. What the hell? Oh god, what is going... Something's going on with my controller. It keeps switching between it and PC controls. It's always something. I even specifically put completely recharged AA batteries in this thing just because I was horrified it was going to go link dead again. Why is this happening? Am I going to have to restart the game? Is that why this is happening? PC gaming, folks. It's truly the best. Beats the rest. Yeah, alright, you're going to have to excuse me for a moment for some technical difficulties, quote unquote. Actually, they're literally technical difficulties. Alright, let's see. Completely restarted the game, and look at that, it works again. Good for us! I suppose it'd be a shame to go obliterate Pinwheel while I'm in beef jerky status. Embarrassing is how I would describe it. I predicted your every movement. What's the fastest way to get to that boy from here? For a second, I was like, is Patches just going to kill us anyway? That piece of shit. Running back up and dropping down the shortcut way would be the fastest. Plus, it would let us interact with Paladin Leroy, who I could summon at least to help me fight the wheel skeletons, if not to go Now, because, you know, Pinwheel ain't exactly the hardest boss in the game, so I don't give a shit. Plus, I don't give a shit anyway. If you want to summon NPCs or hell other players when you play Dark Souls, fuck it, do it. Who gives a shit? It's a video game. I mean, you might not get it. If you're trying to, like, earn some kind of weird, pointless, quote-unquote gamer cred, you probably won't do a very good job of it that way. But if you're just applying to play a video game and have a good time, look at that. It'll help us when we're cosplaying later. Here's another attempt at the bow. That's me when I'm trying to go to Bojangles, but every time I go by, the drive-through line is backed up out into the street. Like, we're going to come back later and take another go at bow, baby. You almost had me. Pop. Okay, buddy, you came over here real excited, so show me your best. I'm disappointed. Mediocre, boys. Boom. The cleric starting set, including a little hat they don't start with normally as a player, is down there. Somebody dropped an item when they fell down. Hey, we might even get one of the wheel skeleton wheels now that I'm thinking about it. Oh no, why'd you follow me, Exploding Head Chan? If I'd have summoned Leroy into that, he'd have been like, thanks. And I thought my WoW meme namesake was bad. Gee whiz. If there's one thing I know about Paladin Leroy is that he hates skeletons. And the worst kind of skeletons are all down there, the wheel skeletons. So me and him are going to go down here, be big club friends. How the hell did you get up on this ledge? Or is this where you spawn? Alright, Leroy. Don't let me down. Or else you won't even have chicken. Do you kids remember the Leroy Jenkins meme? It used to be referenced fairly often in video games. He's like a Pokemon that we put in about. No, because he's automatically fighting. Maybe it's more like Monster Hunter or Monster Rancher. I've never actually played any of those games. Boom! He can cast Wrath of God. Paladin really reward goes to church every Sunday. And he's rewarded by being able to cast kick-ass magic spells. They're called miracles when you go to church. You don't want your grandma to get upset. She's like, casting magic, is that Dungeons and Dragons? Go out in the woods and get a switch. I'm gonna beat your ass. You're like, no, Grandma, it's a miracle. She's like, oh, well, that's perfectly fine. You kids have fun? Oh, Grandma, she means well. But gee whiz. Okay, there's a big old knight with a big old axe up here. Me and Leroy are going to 2v1 him. How about that? Why ain't you real cool with your leap attack? Leroy, I said we're going to 2v1. Oh no, Leroy! Don't get blown up! He did the opposite of what I said. Alright, fight for me. I'm the hero, so you should be doing all the fighting for me. Boom. Good God, Leroy, you damn near killed him. And then you did kill him. We got another axe. Thanks, Leroy Chan. Here, I'll bow to you. Or I guess I'll bow to the ghost of the knight that you just murdered because you wandered off. Well, a necromancer decided that he hadn't had his ass kicked and felt bad and came to us. Who am I? If he drops his lantern, he did. Well, that's good because I could use it in the Tome of Giants and it's an enemy drop. It goes in our shield slot, but it's not actually a shield. No bone wheels dropped. What a shame. What a low down, dirty shame. Alright, me and Leroy are going to go down here and teach him what for. I said me and Leroy. There he is. Alright. somehow we survived that harrowing ordeal. And let's see what our reward is. Mask of the Child. Son, that actually gives us stamina regeneration and makes us extra double handsome. Hey guys, my green bar stays big. Alright, what goes good with this? The boulder armor? We're not quite ready for that level of class upgrade, son. We only got to rat second base. We haven't gotten the full rat tail yet. So in the meantime, it kind of ruins my aesthetic. Is it worth? Are we fashion soulsing or are we stats? For now, let's stay cryptic. Whew, boys, it is satisfying to get that HP regen. Oh, what can you do? Well, what we can do is not go into the rest of the Tome of the Giants because I don't really feel like dealing with that crowd right now, to tell you the truth. Although we do have the Skull Lantern. You know, it would be worth it to go ahead and get the warp point down here as well. Can I put this thing on here and switch you to this and still fast roll? I cannot. What if I were to make my pants less heavy? Now I can. Does that mean my arm? Okay, let's just do maths. Damn it. Oh God, what is a fourth of 117? Let's think. It's less than 30 and it's more than 25. 29, no. I'm bad at math, I'm sorry, y'all. Can we put this on and still fast roll? We can. This will be our Tome of the Giants attire. Or attire of the Giants, as it's known. We ain't got to do the whole tome. I just really want to get to the bonfire down here because it's a warp point. Plus, I know generally where big skeletons are. Like, see them eyes peering at us like a raccoon in the darkness? They're a big skeleton. Big skeletons take big hits. Well, he fell all the way. Goodbye, big skeleton chan. I'll always remember you. Don't be tempted by the items. Alright, we want to fall on that boy. Let's do it. Ooh. Almost killed that boy with the fall. Yeah, but we got him with the follow-up. Alright, there should be a spot we can drop down roughly. Yeah, there he is. I see him peering up at us. Uncreepily. Obliterated. Oh no, my hubris. Yoop. Boosh. And right in front of us, trustworthy Patches. Son, nothing scary about that. Everybody's good friend. He's lit up like Jesus. But before we interact with him in any manner, let's activate the bonfire. Throw a kindling on there. We're going to get this bad boy to 20 Estus, because this will be our launch point. Well, when we go to fight Nito, there is another bonfire a little bit closer. You know, of course, we're going to beat Nito in one try, so it's not like we'll have to worry about not having enough Estus. Of course, we got to make it all the way down there to him as well. A lot goes into it, that's what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's level up. Get some of these souls out of my pockets. Alright, I would love to get the big Divine Ember that's down here. And then we could take this club up a notch. Then when we went to fight Nito, we could have a fucking plus 10 Divine Club. Do I want to deal with this side quest where Patches knocks you down there and then you meet those clerics? We could get some white Titanite down there. And we'll need white Titanite if we're going to upgrade this club. Eh, fuck it. But I can't look like this for the fucking cutscene. So, let's get redressed just a little bit.
What? You again? You've been a stranger? All right. There's a fine... I found it in any case.
Oh, Patches, you lovable fucking scamp. I should kick you down that damn hole. But, you know, the plot. I have to hold the idiot ball, son, so that the plot makes sense. I guess Josh Whedon wrote this little section. That's a joke for all you nerds out there. I don't even know if it makes sense, but let's just hope so. This is almost a good thumbnail, standing here next to Patches holding this shit up, illuminated. So we could zoom in on it. It'd be like an album cover or something, I feel like. I'm just giving myself options and angles. A terrible role-playing series, but mathematicians like it. Ben Wyatt from Parks and Rec signed favorite game.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
How many people you think he's killed down here? Probably too many. Well, we see a pile of some of them right here. Anyway, Rhea, I think is her name, is going to be sitting here. How you doing, sweetheart?
You're no hollow. Thank goodness. Please be careful. They were once brave knights. Who would let such heavens?
Alright. Watch out for your boys. Got it. Are you one of Rhea's boys? You need to be killed. I'm going to have to put you down, son. I'm sorry, son, but your clerics got the rabies. You're going to have to put him down. You hate to see it. If only you'd smoke more cigarettes and eat more red meat. None of this would have had to happen. I'm a 50s doctor, in case you couldn't tell. What the hell just happened? I was holding the block. I know I joke about Dark Side Feel, but I was literally holding L1 or left bumper for you Microsoft purists that whole time, and she refused to keep the shield up or pull it up. Oh well, at least we can talk to Patches and clear up this quote-unquote misunderstanding. You know I revive at bonfires, right, idiot?
Oh, well, let's just calm. I did you wrong, but these... You know what I mean, don't you? You and me, we're jolly.
No.
For heaven's sake, let's not move. You're still alive? I know.
He's so pleased with himself, thinking that he could bribe us to be his friend now. I'm gonna grab your dick and it's gonna glow, Patches. That's what I think of you.
I did you wrong.
I'm doing the wushu finger hold from Kung Fu Panda, but on his dick. Okay, let's go from the backside. Because I don't know if you can fall down there without taking lethal fall damage. I've only ever gone down that way when Patches kicks you. Does he kick you again if you just keep walking past him? Is he like, what are you fucking doing? You ponce! Get out of here before he starts ranting about Resident Evil 8. I've told you, gamer Patches. Son, it's the worst I have to deal with. Hey guys. Unfortunately, I don't have my humanity, which means I might not get any white chunks from them. But I can still get the satisfaction of killing giant pillars of bone that are somehow animated by spite and malice and hate. 3 core tenements of necromancy. You're always slightly out of my attack range in the darkness. Cool. Jump attacks will work. Hell yeah. We got at least one. One and done. Alright, Vance and Porthos, or whatever the hell their names are. Yay, guy. You and me got a tussle. You done me dirty earlier. No, it weren't my fault. My boy Darkside Field knows. He's pouring one out for me. He knows what it's like to be blocking the entire time and it have no effect. He knows what it's like to be the victim of Hideo Kojima and his malice. I'm just gonna jump attack you to death. You thought just because I had this club in my hands that my inner dragoon spirit wouldn't flow forth? I can jump attack with anything. Alright, lady, I killed your friends. Hooray for me.
You banished those two. It pains me to think of the trouble I am certain.
I'm sitting here this whole time wondering if what she drops if you kill her. Hey, a vagrant! You'd never see those in Souls games these days. Wasn't that neat? What are you doing, buddy? I like your, crab missiles that you shoot. Look, he's just a little feller. He's a scamp, boys. He's like, gee whiz, mister, somebody lost an awful lot of humanity around here. I'm going to have to grab you with a big claw. I'm a-coming for you. Now, is it better to kill him or leave? I think if we leave him, he can appear in other people's worlds. Isn't that correct? I like your, aura that's floating off of you, too, son. What a good time we're having. How much damage do you do, by the way? I'll let you pinch me on the cheek and ass. Lord have mercy, boys. You'd feel that through a frock and an underdress. Oh, that's another skull lamp on that corpse right there, by the way, in case you're wondering why I didn't pick it up. Yeah, we're going to leave that little feller, son. He ain't done us no wrong. A scamp. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a squirrel any bigger than him. Or littler than, I don't know. I'm kind of getting my shit wrong. Bone pillars. I'm going to jump attack that bone pillar. It's going to be fucking sweet. Oh no, crab missiles. I'm being punished for my mercy. I just did miss the fucking thing. I want that to be a jump attack so bad. There we go. Boom. Bop. There might be one sneaking up behind me. No, just a crab boy. There's two of y'all and one of me. And I have one divine glove. Oh no, he's using advanced techniques. No, don't make me hit the little feller, son. Okay, good. The little feller persists. He's just full of piss and vinegar too, coming after us. God bless his heart. It's truly a hashtag blessed playthrough now. Have I ever encountered one in a Tenfey video? The Tenfey historians are going to have to work hard. Now, I know the Dark Souls branch of the Tenfey historians has to be like one of the most stocked, the most overfunded, the most bloated budget. So you crowd have no excuse not to know every possible instance of a vagrant appearing in a Tenfey video. Alright, that wasn't even the fun part, quote unquote. The fun part is I want to try to get the large divine ember, but it's over here in a giant sarcophagus packed to the brim with giant skeletons, and if we pull all of them onto us, I don't believe there's any way we won't be fucked to death. You could see them standing in there menacingly. Good God, that's horrifying. Alright, what's the hashtag play? Well, first of all, we need to put better gear on. Better gear. Ugh, Colonel. When the enemy hits me, I go flying backwards like an asshole. That's because you don't have enough poise, Snake. Poise? It makes it where you can endure certain amounts of damage without getting knocked back. Ugh, I bet Ryu Hayabusa would like to have had that. Okay, are we close? No, we need to lose like 2.6 pounds. I could equip a lesser shield, but it would still only take us down to 31. I guess I'm just going to have to sacrifice. We still ain't proved ourselves worthy enough for the class upgraded Boulder Knight armor, boys. Alright, we're going to kill you all with plunging attack. There's several of y'all done. Oh no, they keep coming. It keeps happening. I warned you about big skeletons, bruh. I told you. Okay, good. How did he survive like a country boy can? He must be a country boy skeleton. RC colas and moon pies. Fuel him exclusively. Ah. Good. Not too bad. Now, I don't know if this is an effect of Dark Souls Remastered, but in the original, you couldn't see the little outlines of them like we are right now. Like they're a Looney Tunes character. So, feel free to accuse me of cheating. Alright, I just want to fight one of y'all, but I guess that was never an option. 1v1 was never an option. You tried to jump away, but you still got. Boy, get smoked. Ooh, and I hit your friend too. Oh no, the invisibility frames. Fuck you. Yeah. Cool. I believe that's all of them. Nope, one remains. A sip for the future dead boy. Oh no, it was just tools on the wall. This man died so sad in this corner. I assume all of those skeletons were just standing there, but they hadn't noticed him. And so he just had to quietly sit here praying until he became a statue. Now that's environmental storytelling. Go ahead, Batty, make a video about it. But you have to tell him where it came from. You have to be like, I was watching Tenfey videos and I thought about this cool theory. All on me own. I'm Batty Fitchy and this is how I talk. Okay. Fun and laughs have never been shared quite so fully amongst all of us. Hey, Patches, he wouldn't even recognize me. If I came running up to him like this, I'd be like, hey, Patches. He would just jump off the cliff himself like he's the wolf from those Droopy cartoons. Or is it just the one where Droopy's a Mountie? Son, a.k.a. the only Droopy cartoon that they show in Canada. All the Canadian viewers are like, what's this fucking Tenfey going on about? Additional Droopy cartoons. I believe I know about such a thing. Son, I keep my eyes and ears peeled when it comes to Tex Avery cartoons, I do. Let's go talk to Andre of Astora. To the undead parish. Post haste. Here we are. Let's become less horrifying. I probably could have switched back to my bolder leggings right then. I wasn't properly min-maxing against them skeletons. I just now realized. Andre, I got a big flame ember for you. Ooh. He's like, I heard you singing coming down the stairs. Way to spoil it. Alright, cool. So now we can ascend you to Large Divine Club. +6. Ooh, voila. Oh, oh, ah, I say. Cool. Any of this other shit we care about leveling up at the moment? Maybe the butcher knife would be a nice backup weapon. It uses regular titanite as well. Fuck it. So let's get 5 of the... We can't... Yeah, we can. I just didn't hit the button enough times. I'd be like if I thought I was too poor to afford something and it's just because I refused to hit the confirm button on the credit card machine. A very odd scenario, but all too real. The butcher knife, I believe, can regenerate your health in little increments as you hit with it. So that's not bad. Let's get it to +6. We have enough large titanite to go ahead and advance it to the next level. Although, we could just ascend these swords and shields and such. I don't know what I'm going to do with that long sword. Am I just going to take it all the way to +15? Become a quality lad? Maybe. Maybe I will. It's my fucking business. We can buy more large titanite if we need it desperately from the gentleman at the top of Sin's Fortress. Oh, speaking of Sin's Fortress, I still have titanite demons to slaughter. I still have hate in my heart regarding those titanite demons in there. The only real reason to do it would be to get a catching pole, maybe. Is it worth it right now? Maybe we come back later when we're even more powerful and can bully them even harder. So what do we want to do next? Head to Firelink Shrine and go ahead and kindle that shit up. Is our first step. If you do the full quest line for the Firekeeper lady down there behind those bars and get her restored so she has her tongue, then the first time you offer a Lord Soul to the Lord Vessel, she'll kindle it up to 20 for you because she thinks you're real nifty. What a dynamite gal. Alright, I would really like a bow now. I was going to say, do we go to the Duke's Archive? There are Archer hollows all over the Duke's Archives. They could probably drop a bow. Either that or we just go ahead and head to the forest and get the Black Bow of Ferris. It's another one of those guaranteed drops. I guess it depends on how pure deprived we want to be. And such. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. We'll immediately walk back to the Undead Parish.